All right, we're going to try this take two. So thanks so much for all the people who have been hanging out with me. I know I've got a lot of stuff going on back here in the background. As you can tell, we're getting ready for another big trip. Lots of things are going on. So we're going to see if we can get everybody back. For some reason, we were having some problems with lagging. So let me just start with this. If this is your first time watching us, thank you so much for being here. We really appreciate that. And I do all sorts of things on camping, van life, overlanding. Oh my gosh. I'm also the host for the RV Queens podcast, which I always appreciate everyone coming over. If you're a woman in the RV world and you have a business and you're an entrepreneurial spirit, that's what we talk about in the RV Queens podcast. So we've got people coming in. Let's see, I'm going to see, this is the first time I've done this in a long time live on YouTube, on the YouTube side, not on the StreamYard side. So we'll try this, something new. Hey, just is what it is, right? Gotta love these things. So I can pin messages. I've got to think about these things. I don't think I could bring over messages, but hey, Aaron Johnson, Three Tails RV, thanks so much for being here. Thanks for coming over, guys. We are going to make a goal. We're going to make a goal today, and we're going to see if we can get 25 people in just to hang out and go from there and see what we can do tonight. So I see Michelle Henry is here. Hey, Michelle. Hey, Charlie, and everyone. Thanks so much for being here. We're trying it live straight on YouTube. No filters, no nothing. We're just going to roll, guys. That's how we roll, right? That's what we do. It's been a while since I've been on Behind the Wheel Wednesday, and things are going crazy. We are in the process of getting ready to go down to Florida. So there's a lot of people already in Florida. I just posted a video that shares with you some of the new motorhomes that everyone's going to see when they get to Florida. I know the Florida RV Trade Association just put out their video, and I was with them when they were making it in Elkhart, Indiana, at the dealer showcase, which was cool. So if you want to take a look at those, if you see something or you're really interested in saying, wow, I wish I knew more about, or I wish I could find something in this price range, let me know, because I'm going to be there. I'm going to be shooting a lot of video, especially on media day. If there's something in particular you think is really cool, let me know, and I will go there and check it out and ask all those wonderful questions. So let's see who we've got in the chat right now. I wish I could bring these over. I can't bring them over when I'm in YouTube. It's sort of a bummer. It really is. That's why I like StreamYard, because I can bring over the comments and you guys can see who I'm talking to. We're just going to go through these. Deborah said, had to go out and come back. It's actually repeating on the first try. Huh. Really interesting. And Aaron says, so much better. Well, I'm glad. Super glad that we could get this fixed. Ricky Hayes. Hey, Ricky, how you doing, buddy? Happy New Year's Eve. Hope you're having a great night. Really, really cool. So here's what's going on, everybody. So this is the beginning. This is the last day of 2025. I'm going to get emotional. I know my hair's a mess here. I'm going to get really emotional because it's been a big year. It's been a fantastic year. And I really just want to say thank you. And I mean that from the bottom of my heart. Thank you for watching my videos. Thank you for commenting on my videos. Thank you for sharing my videos. Thank you for giving me feedback. Thank you for saying, hey, what about, or did you ever think about, or I love that. I really do. And I really appreciate everyone watching, because I've been doing this for a little while now. And this is my own personal channel. It's a very different situation when it's, for a different project or whatever. But for me, this is what I do. And I really love sharing my adventures. And I really love being able to inspire and help educate others through this whole process. So I'm learning too, guys. I'm learning as we go. So it's been really fun to share this, and it's really fun to do these live streams. I love being able to pay it forward and see people on the road and see them in the live and say, hey. So I got some big things to talk about, but let's see who else is jumping in here. So I know Michelle is here. This year flew by so fast. It did. It really did. I mean, where did it go? It's amazing. See, Day of Life Adventures finally found you. Multiple streams started, apparently. Happy New Year. Happy New Year to you, too. Thanks so much for being here. And everybody saying hi. Roads of Life. Hey, you're live. It's a Wednesday. I know it's been a little crazy with the holiday season. And it's also New Year's Eve, so there's a lot of people that are out. But we have a challenge today to get 25 people in the live stream. So if you want to share this out, guys, put this on your pages. What do you want to do? Share it out in socials. We want to get people in, because there are a lot of people out there during the holidays that have a little rougher time sometimes, and they need to find their community and find some people to talk to. So we are here for them. That's what we're doing. And if you're interested in traveling and RV life and overlanding and all this great stuff, we're also here for you. I'm currently in I call it my home studio, which is my home studio. You can see I got my, where I'm going this way, teleprompter back here, and lots of stuff I'm working on back there, including a new lunchbox. Isn't that cool? Got a little Charlie Grace lunchbox over the holidays. Love that. So lots of things are coming up. Let's see who else came in. Boondock with Boomer. Hey, buddy, how are you? So we're doing some things. I have not done a live stream on YouTube in a long time. When I say YouTube, like using YouTube, not using StreamYard, not using other tools. So I'm looking to find out how things are going in the YouTube world. If you do it from YouTube as opposed to paying, a lot of these streaming services are getting a little on the pricey side. Let me just tell you, I think YouTube is going to up their game with having a lot of new things. And because of that, we want to see exactly what they're doing. And what was it? I think StreamYard something like $300-$400 now to get 1080p. Wow, it's a little on the pricey side. So, and I've been a StreamYard person for a long time, but not everybody can do that, and that's okay. We'll figure out what else we can do. Okay, all right. Let's see who else is here. Tina the Outsider. Hey, how are you? I'm so sorry I missed you when you're coming down. We were in the wrong places. I was going north and you were going south, and for some reason, but hopefully we can connect when I get down to Florida. So let's talk about that. We'll rip that off like a band-aid. So I start in Florida very, very, very soon. I will be at the Florida let me start this right. The Florida RV Super Show in Tampa, otherwise known as the Tampa RV Show. We don't like to say that, but it is the Tampa RV Show. And I'll be there for the whole week of the Tampa RV Show. So I'm going to be, if you want to come see me, like you want to come see me at the Tampa RV Show, I'm going to have two opportunities for you guys to come find me. Two, okay? One is on Wednesday. On Wednesday, I'm going to be at the Adventure Genie booth at 2 o'clock, 2:30, something like that. I think it's 2:30 for about an hour. And we're going to be talking about what's going on there. And I'm also going to have that discount. Yay. Today is the last day to get I think it's 50% off on Adventure Genie. That's it. It's gone after today. So if you want Adventure Genie and you want 50% off, you got to get it today. Look for my coupon code. I got on the website, yada, 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 all that stuff. Starting 2026, they're not going to offer that anymore. It's really, really popular. It's just one of those things where we happen to get the deal, guys, because I like to give it to my adventure crew first. You know that. So if you want it, get it today, guys. Just go to Adventure Genie or go to my website and go get the Adventure Genie coupon code and go to town. You'll love it. So Wednesday, 2:30, Adventure Genie at the Tampa RV Show. Now Thursday is exciting because I have a meet and greet that is at the meet and greet influencer tent area. I think it's at 2. Hold on, let me check the phone here. Let me double check that before I say that out loud. It's going to be a fun event, and the fact that, let me see, 2. Let's see, Thursday at 2. Thursday at 2, right. So there is a pavilion. It's a big building, actually. I think it's like 40 by 60. And they're going to have a lot of chairs and stuff. And last year I did it with Girl Camper, which was a lot of fun. I really liked doing that. This year I'm doing it with myself and, ready for this? Dun, dun, dun. Most, if not all, the women for season 7 of the RV Queens podcast are going to be there. A lot of amazing women. So if you ever want to see what's going on behind the scenes at the RV Queens podcast, you really want to be there. We're talking like road ravers. Let's see, RV Mama plus 4. Oh gosh, Jessica Walker. A lot of really neat women. So you want to go, want to be there and meet these people. Shake their hands, get their stickers, all that kind of good stuff. So 2 o'clock on Thursday at the influencer section, I'll be there with all the RV Queens cast and crew for season 7, which is nice. So yay, really excited about that. All right, we got some more people jumping in here. Everyone's talking, saying hi, how are you? Three Tails is like, use that code, guys. I'm telling you, I work really hard to get these coupon codes for you. I really do. I do have a new group in school. Now, some people have asked about this. So I've taken off my schedule that I normally put on my website, and we're moving the adventure crew, which is you guys, all the really cool people that are following and stuff. And we're putting in this group called School, SKOOL. And I have a link to it. I'll have to put it on this one too. I'll have to find it. And I love this thing because this will have the listing of where I'm going to go. And if you guys want to go camping and meet up ahead of time. So good example, Van Fest is coming up. And I love Van Fest in Florida. But if you want to camp together, you sort of had to drive in together because that's how they park you. So we're going to be meeting at the Walmart before going to Van Fest. So we'll all meet at this Walmart, congregate, and then congregate in. We'll go in together so then we can camp all together, which is really cool. It's the only way to do it. So you'll see a lot of other groups do the same thing, like the Storyteller group will do that, or my friend Scott's group will do that, and which is fine. But I just want to hang out and camp with my friends. And if you're like me, at night, I can't really walk around too well because I can't see that well. So whoever I'm parked with is who I'm hanging out with. So if you guys want to hang out with us, You got to check out the Adventure Crew on School, SKOOL, and we'll drop that link and let you guys know. I wish I could. Let me see if I can do this. Hold on. Hold on. Maybe I can do this now. I don't know. There are lots of things I can find out. Let's see. See if I can find the link right now. If I can find it, I will drop it in the chat as we speak. Ooh, look at this. Hold on. Oh, maybe I can. Maybe I can. Wouldn't that be so cool? Haha. Okay. We're learning things. It's been a while since I've done this live in the YouTube thing. Okay, I'm going to do it. I'm pasting. Oh, there you go. I just dropped it just like that. So if you want to be an official Adventure Crew member, it's free, guys. It's free. I'm not charging anything. If you do want to help out and you want to like donate, I mean, I'm going to do some special things for people who donate some money, and I appreciate that because it isn't free for me. I got to pay for the app so you guys can do it. But I think I'm really working on privacy, and I'm really trying to get a lot of our people who may have had some issues with Meta in the past, not really picking on, but just saying a lot of things are being sold these days, and I want to keep your information private. So try to do the best I can for you, looking out for everybody. So there you go. Roads of Life says, we may do a day pass on Saturday at the Florida Van Fest, depending on quote unquote life. Amen. I know what that's like. It is a busy, busy time. If you are going to go and you're looking to buy, I suggest you get there early. I really do. I think most buyers are there Wednesday, Thursday. Most looky-loos are there Friday, Saturday, Sunday. That's sort of like the deal of you'll get there and you'll see signs saying sold. And like how did it get sold so fast? That's what happens. So it's really cool. Hey, there's the Broken Nomad. Happy New Year, y'all. Yay. How are you doing, buddy? Hope you're having a great day. Lots of things going on. So, okay, going back to the RV shows one. Van Fest is going to be a big thing. Like I said, we'll do that. If you guys want to join the Adventure Crew, we'll meet up ahead of time. We're going to do the same thing for Peace, Love, and Vans as well. So Peace, Love, and Vans is also another cool event. You don't have to have a van to go. I need to say that because a lot of people ask me, you can have an RV, you can have a school bus. I don't know if they do tents. Haven't seen that, but I do know there's a campground right around. So something to think about. I'm not really sure about the tent thing, but they're going to do Peace, Love, and Vans this year in Florida and in Colorado. Ooh, in June. So if you want to go to Colorado, this is a great time. It's going to be really, really cool. Yes, I do have a nice necklace on. Thank you so much. The things people notice. It's not very often I get to wear jewelry. Today was a day I felt like I wanted to wear jewelry. It's a special day. We're ending a year and we're starting a year, and I want to start off right. So there you go. That's what you do, right? Dave's Life Adventure. Hey, yay. How you doing, buddy? Thanks so much for being here. So we're trying to get 25 people in the chat, and I want to know what you guys think. What is your one thing in 2025 that you're really proud of? Something you accomplished, something you did that you're like, you know what, that was really cool. I got to have breakfast today with a 91-year-old awesome man named Chuck. And Chuck is from Michigan. And Chuck, I asked Chuck that question, and he was telling me all the things he did in his lifetime. And he played softball, like baseball, softball, up until his 80s. This guy was really an active guy, and he has great stories, and he told me lots of cool things. And it gave me some encouragement that as I always think of every year as like a chapter. I'm at the end of this chapter, and the next year it's a new chapter. So there's been a lot of things I've gotten to do. I got to go to Colorado this year. I've never been to Colorado. I found it really exciting. So I can't wait to still get all these videos out of Colorado, which I like. Okay, we're celebrating stuff. Okay, Three Tails RV, otherwise known as Mr. Aaron Jemison, says he is an RV certified tech and RV inspector. Congratulations. That's awesome. That's really cool. Good for you, buddy. That's a big accomplishment. That takes a lot. So I guess if we're around where Three Tails are, we can have him do some RV inspections and do some tech work. Dude, let me tell you what, the stuff I've done this year, that I've broken a lot of stuff this year, which is neat. Paul says, I got to explore Wyoming. Oh, Wyoming was gorgeous. Wyoming really, really was neat. I barely touched the surface of Wyoming. Didn't get to go to Yellowstone, but did get to go to some really gorgeous state parks. And I was pretty impressed. I now understand why people have those major guards and bumpers around their vehicles, because in Wyoming, the speed limit's like 80. I feel like I'm in Texas. It's like 85 or 90 or something crazy like that. And the wildlife just blends. It just blends in with the scenery. So if I was going that fast and one of them just crossed the road, good luck. So yes, you got to protect your vehicle. But Wyoming, that's on my list of places to go back. And I actually have family in Wyoming. I didn't know that till recently. Okay, Three Tail says, so check out Miltech RV Repair and Inspection. All right. Thanks, dude. That sounds fantastic. Wow, cool story, Dave Life Adventure says. I was able to work through my first year of adventure van ownership and working through all the kinks, etc. along the way. Lots of travel and adventures. The first year is definitely a hurdle. It's always something a little fun. And actually, even the first year after, if you've been doing this for a while, when you get a new RV, you get a new rig, it's also a new thing. So for me, I have a different rig. I got at the sort of like the mid to end of 24, but it was technically a 25 rig. I'm still learning. I'm having Mercedes learning curves every day. Every day, something's new in this Mercedes Sprinter. So I have to, I just had it in Birmingham, Alabama to get some stuff done and looked at. I'm having my Mercedes battery does not want to hold a charge at all. If it sits for like more than 2-3 days, it's like wah, wah, wah. And they don't know why either. So something's drawing on it. We don't exactly know what it is, but yeah, you learn a lot, especially in that first year. Just want to remind everybody too. Oh, so drop what you guys think has been your best thing of 2025. I think these are great stories, and it's encouraging for others to hear them too, of what you've done and things you've learned. I mean, I've learned a lot. I know there's a little book back here called USA RV and Adventures. A friend of mine wrote the book. Husband wife team wrote the book, but all these great places, they're teachers. And I've got the book on my Amazon store. Really great idea if you're like, wow, I wish I could go here, but when do I want to go? Where should I stay? This has been a great, great little helpful book. And I've got other books by the same publishing company on like Maine and Colorado. Just a nice way of sort of giving you an idea. I know we all use our online things, but sometimes a book is nice. A book can be a really handy thing to look at. Dave's like, yeah, darn parasitic draw on that battery. I know. Crazy, huh? Not my favorite thing to do. I think I took it in for the chassis battery. Let me think. Chassis battery. It had a whistle. And not like a whistle while you work kind of whistle. It had like a pan flute kind of whistle, like a Native American, Peruvian pan whistle every time I drove. And I was like, what the heck is that? Interesting things, try to figure it out. And also had to get the tires aligned because it's been a while. And I did buy new tires, not new wheels, new tires. And I had to go in the alignment machine. It took a little while, but I'm really, really happy with the Birmingham Sprinter dealership, Mercedes Sprinter Service Center. So there's a couple places right now that are on my top list of Mercedes Sprinter service stations in the USA. So I know there's some good ones out there, but in my experience so far, my number one is Fort Wayne, Indiana. Hands down. Hands down. Love the techs. Love the service center. Love the customer service experience. I love the knowledge base of who's working on it. I've had nothing. I've been there at least a couple, maybe 3 times now. And one was, of course, during emergency, and they treated it wonderfully. And the other one was scheduled, and just love that place. I'm not in Fort Wayne all the time. It just happened to be on my route somewhere, kind of thing. And I'm just, not every Mercedes dealership has the same labor costs. That's another thing to know. Everyone's like, oh, it's so expensive. Not all the time. Just depends on where you are in the country, because they do, things change. It's definitely more expensive in Nashville. Just letting you know that one right there. Oh, here we go. Dave's like, said David Northcutt is the man. Oh yeah. Oh no, they're wonderful. Wonderful. Birmingham. Really good. Deborah says, what type RV do you have, Dave? An Echo? No, he's a Tiffin man. He's a Tiffin man. I love me some Tiffin men. Tiffin has some really good products. They're GH1, they're GH2, they're open trail. When it comes to vans, they're really doing a great job. And I'm very, very impressed with their quality. I'm very impressed with their innovation. So, I know a lot of vans. I see a lot of vans, and there are companies that do small batches, like maybe 500 a year, 800 a year, and then Tiffin does, of course, a much larger scale. But in the same token, they do really good quality. So Can't say that for everybody. I've checked it out. I've been there, done that, talked to them, seen the quality, seen the people that work there. What I like about the people that work there, and I don't see this everywhere. This is sort of an interesting thing. So they're making these things in Alabama, Red Bay, Alabama, Winfield, Alabama. Um, when you get to talk to the workers, you get to talk to the men and women that are building these, and they give you their honest to God opinion about things. And I love that. They're very hardworking, family centric, quality craftsmen. It means a lot. It means a lot when you value your workers, and it shows. It shows in what they're building. So it's very cool. Okay, all right. Whew, where were we? I digress. Okay, we were talking about big things that happened in 2025. So let's see. Colorado was big for me, and I did like scratch the surface of Wyoming, which is neat. Um, Definitely got to do some events there. I would say this was my first year giving a presentation and hosting a panel at Overland Expo. And they have Overland Expo in like 4 or 5 different places a year, like Arizona, Oregon, Washington, Virginia. They do it all over. And I did a few of those this year, and it was really exciting for me to be a part of that because it's hard to find your tribe, and these people really know their stuff. If you really like to go out boondocking and hang out with friends and that sort of thing, it really is a great place to learn. There's tons and tons of great seminars, tons of things to learn. I sat for a tire talk for like an hour, and I was shocked that I could sit for a whole hour and watch this thing on tires, going, that makes a lot of sense. It really made me reflect on how much do I need an onboard air compressor? And that's, is it really necessary? Yeah, it is. Imagine that. Because I waffled on this a few times and like, it'd be really handy to have. And it's been a thing. Okay, Deborah says, I thought I recognized you from the Facebook GH1 group. Tiffin is on my list, but I hesitate to go diesel. I get it, girl. I get it. It's not bad, I promise. This is my first diesel in a long time. So it's been a different. I know you're looking at transits. I totally get you on that one too. And just different things to look at. Broken Nomad says, finally getting the new LLC off the ground for 2026. Oh my gosh, good for you, buddy. Looks like it's going to come in handy. Ooh, I'm excited. Can't wait to hear about it. Yay. Yeah, that's, getting a business running and up off the ground. That's a big deal. It's a big deal. Yeah. I'm, now that I'm the host of the RV Queens podcast, I'm doing a lot of things with RV Queens. It's a lot of work. It's a lot of work. I'm not going to lie. There's a lot of people I talk to that I have to return phone calls and emails and things like that. And I meet a lot of amazing people in the process. But, I have a editor and I have a producer and I have people that help find things, but I still have to do all the back end work. And it still is a lot of work. So, very excited about that. Roads of Life says, things I did well. Well, I was on with Charlie Grace. Yes, you were. That's right. You guys want to check this out? You go and look in the archives of the Behind the Wheel show on Wednesdays, and you will find an amazing segment with Roads of Life, and he wore a Charlie Grace shirt and a Charlie Grace red wig. It was priceless. It was really good. I loved it. That made me laugh. That was really good. That was a fun time. Fun time. Dave Life Adventure says the Tiffin community is fantastic. Yes, it is. Absolutely. Yeah, amazing segment. That's a good description. Thank you. I was trying. I don't know how to put that. It was that was a good time. That was always good. It's good when you get to have friends up and hang out and do all that stuff. I love that. Okay. Whew. I'm going back through this. I did put up a best of 2025 video up on YouTube, which really I know it's more for me, so I can remember and reminisce about all the things. And I've been having a lot of fun just going through pictures and videos of things that I did and things that are coming up. Some things are going to be similar. Some things it's a wash, rinse, repeat. But this is important. Ready? The expectation is now that I'm at some of these events so that we as a community can find each other a little easier. So I want to make sure that, like I said, I'm going to drop that link for school. Let me see if I can Where has this year gone? So many really cool. You know what? You've been a big part. So let's share all the cool things that's happened this year. You never know, your picture might be in here too. You want to stick around to the end because there's lots of cool things. Here we go. 2025 is almost over. It's been such an amazing year. You know what? Guess what? You have made it all worth it. So we're going to do a year in review of all the cool things happened this year. You never know, your picture might be in it. So you want to stick around to the end, see all the cool things. And I'm going to leave a link, some really cool discounts of events coming up in 2026. If you want to meet me, come be a part of our adventure crew. You can be a part of all the fun and camp with us and go to all these cool things. Let's go. So I'm going to start sort of month by month and go through some of the things we went through. So let's start with one of our favorite stops. Of course, we start the year with the Tampa RV Show, otherwise known as the Florida RV Super Show. We always call it Tampa RV Show. Anyways, it's a fantastic place if you're looking for an RV to buy, looking to test out some stuff, seeing what's new and great in the field, from everything from, travel trailers, fifth wheels, Class A's, oh geez, Class B's, tons of really cool camper vans, lots of cool truck campers, things like that. That's the place to go and check it out. Starts off the whole year, and all my YouTuber and content creator friends are there, which is always a lot of fun. So started at the RV Super Show in Tampa. Take a look at some of the highlights. If you're planning on going to the RV Super Show in Tampa in 2026, I will be there. I would love to see you there. I have a lot of different things going on that week, but I know for sure I'm going to be there Wednesday at 2:30 at the Adventure Genie booth. So come on out, come see me, learn all about Adventure Genie. It's an amazing trip planner. If you don't have it, you need to learn about it. And you know what? I've got a coupon code for you too on this. So check the link in the description below. We'll have all that for you there. If not, come see me. I'll get you a discount too. After the RV Super Show are all these really cool van events. I'm a van life girl. I tell you what, I'm van life travel. That's how I travel. That's how I roll. So typically we go to Van Fest. Van Fest is really awesome. It's held over at Space Coast Park over in Melrose, Florida. And you get to meet all sorts of neat people. There's events, there's dancing, there's food. Let me show you what it's all about. VanFest is always a great time. And now they're doing an event called Escape to the Cape in August. I haven't gone to that one yet, but if you're a person on the East Coast in Massachusetts and you want to go someplace cool in August, check out vanfestusa.com. They've got really cool events going on all over the country now. Typically after VanFest, it's Schoolie Swarm. So Schoolie Swarm is an amazing event that's open to, of course, school buses and school bus build outs, but also to us really cool, Class B and C people who want to come hang out with them. It's tons of programming. It's more like I call it like an extended family reunion. Lots of family friendly activities. It's boondocking for pretty much, a week and a half, and so much fun. So a couple of my highlights of Schoolie Swim, of course, are, we get together for morning breakfasts, and there's tons of games for the kids. They typically have a wind down Wednesday, which is always a lot of fun. I love a good charcuterie board. They always have a dance. They did the Schoolie Prom, which is really neat. That was fun. And just tons of good campfires at night and ways of making more friends. So let's take a look at Schoolie Swarm and see if it's something that you would like to do next year. So you know me, and I'm an overland kind of gal. I love to go overlanding. I love adventure vehicles. So the Southeast Adventure Vehicle Expo happens in Stark, Florida, right after Schoolie Swarm, or right towards the tail end. It's so awesome. They do overlanding trails, recovery classes. You get to see all these really cool vendors and great camping. It's a wonderful weekend of camping. So SAVE, we call it SAVE, Southeast Adventure Vehicle Expo. Fantastic place to go if you're interested in the overlanding idea. You have a Jeep, a Lexus, a Winnebago, who knows, tons of different kinds of vehicles. And they've got some great ideas for you to maybe add on to your rig now. After Save, we're rolling right in to Peace, Love, and Vans. Peace, Love, and Vans is one of the biggest van life gatherings on the East Coast. So much fun. They have a huge band stage. They did last year. It was like, we have cover bands of the Grateful Dead, David Bowie. Oh, geez, some really cool funk and groove bands, which is fun. So the dancing's awesome. The food's amazing. Great vendors for van life. You were looking to build, as well as some really cool workshops. Lots of your favorite van life content creators are going to be there. You can ask them questions and see them in person. They have different rows. It's really cool. We stay in like the Groovy Grove or Chillville if you like a little more quiet. Really neat. So let's look at Peace, Love, and Vans from 2025. If you're interested in going to Peace, Love, and Vans in 2026, I've got a coupon code for you. Look in the description below. It's going to be really cool. You want to go. I'm going to be there. Trust me, we're going to have a lot of fun. After Peace, Love, and Vans, guess what? Coming back up to the Tennessee area because it's time for the Southeastern Overland Camping event that TNT Overlander puts on at Brushy State Mountain Penitentiary. Awesome event. Number one, venue, gotta admit, never really slept in a penitentiary. It's an abandoned penitentiary. Let me just say that it's no longer there, but the history behind it's really interesting. Ghost tales, really cool things like that, and lots of really cool vendors and things to learn. Now the raffles are awesome too. Let's take a look at the Southeast Overland Camping event. There were so many events in 2025. I can't even begin to tell you all of them I went to. I'm just sort of hitting some of the highlights of things. If you want to go to them in 2026, I'm going to leave a link to vanlife.travel. That's the events calendar that I typically use for lots of things happening all over the United States. People call me or email me and say, "Hey, we'd love to get this on your events calendar." So if you're looking for things more on the West Coast, East Coast, way up in Canada, or even all the way down to Florida, this is typically where I put all these. Now, I don't get to attend all of them, but I want to make sure that you're aware of them. So if you want to go, you know where to go. After all those in Florida and coming up through Tennessee, it's time to start talking about the Overland Expos. Overland Expos typically start in Flagstaff, Arizona. They go all over from like Oregon, Montana, Colorado, all over the place, Arrington, Virginia, a lot of really cool ones. I got to go to two of them this past year. I went to Colorado, I went to Arrington, Virginia. I was honored to be able to teach a couple classes and host a couple panels for women in overlanding and how to travel with pets, which was a lot of fun. So take a look at what the Overland Expo is like and tell me if you would like to go to one next year. In between all the really cool Overland Expos are the Adventure Van Expos. And these are awesome. We're talking all over the West Coast. They're so much fun from Colorado, Montana, Oregon. They're everywhere. And you get to go tons and tons of van builders, tons of really cool upfitting and different kinds of things to personalize your van. Also talk about different travels and maybe trips and things like that. So if you get a chance, take a look. Let me show you what the one 2025 was like. I think you should come to the one 2026 too. I'll be there. All right, these are just some of the events I went to in 2025. I went to so many different things. These are ones that I know that you will probably love. You love to go to meetups and meet more people because